Negativity is detrimental to maximizing confidence. It's going to hold you back, whether there's negative events, negative content, negative people, negative environments. All of these things contribute to slowing you down, to crippling your confidence. Gentlemen, today we are going to discuss why it is important to cut off negativity as soon as possible. Whenever you see any instance of negativity in your life, whether it's someone that's close to you, a friend, or anything that you believe to be negativity, it's always best to cut it off as soon as you can. So, negativity is energy. When you're around this type of energy, you start to doubt yourself. You don't believe that you can accomplish things. And I used to feel like that when I was growing up in my early childhood. When I was a kid, I was around a lot of negative people. And I really started to analyze in hindsight that that was what was holding me back for a long time. It was the mindset of the people that I grew up around with. So let's go ahead and pull up the whiteboard so we can break it down. Your boy just finished running 4 miles, pretty tired. When you run over here in Ecuador, man, the elevation here is crazy, bro. Like I think if I'm not mistaken, this is the second highest city in the world, second highest capital city. So the air is extremely thin, but man, it's always a great workout. And yeah, bro, your boy's gonna get shredded, man. We are on a mission to get shredded, to get strong. My goal is to be hard to kill, man. Stamina, conditioning has to be on point, gotta be strong. That's always the main goal. So, what I try to do is lift at least 5 days a week and get in some cardio 2 to 3 days out of the week. My trainer doesn't really want me running long distance, and I can see why, but it's just something that's ingrained in me, bro. I've been doing this since I was training MMA and boxing, and I can't let it go, bro. Like I love getting that runner's high. I think that's the biggest reason why I really enjoy it is that runner's high you get when you're running for long distances. So negativity, bro. Like there's always that scrub man that gets depressed. He can't grow. He's stuck. You can see that he can't break out of his shell. He's always doubting himself. He can't seem to reach his max potential and he just doesn't feel good enough. And I used to be that scrub, man, in my early days in high school and middle school. And the big reason was because of the friends and even some family members that were in my life. And when you're young, you can't really choose your environment. You can't really like cut people off. You have to kind of go with the flow, whatever's around you. And you can't cultivate the best positive environment for yourself. It isn't until you move out of your house that you can start to pick your friends. You can start to pick the environments that you surround yourself in, the people that are in your life. And that's the power of moving out. That's the power of not living with your parents anymore. Because even your parents have certain programs, certain views on the world that might not correspond to the way that you view the world. So like my mom, bro, like I grew up in a Latin culture, man, and my mom always wanted to keep me in the house. She always wanted to make me like I love my mom, bro. I love her to death, but she would always make me like a lot of food, bro. Like she would make me tortillas, tortas, enchiladas, a lot of good food, a lot of really good food, man. I love it for her, bro. But I know that my mom didn't really understand like fitness, she didn't really understand my goals when I was trying to cut weight or when I was trying to hit the gym. She'll get mad at me when I didn't eat her food. And I understand that because she probably felt bad that I didn't want to eat, but it was just because I was trying to like meet certain goals. But that's the thing about living with your parents is that they don't see the same vision that you do. Let's say you're trying to win a MMA competition, jiu-jitsu competition, you got to cut weight. You're trying to win a bodybuilding competition. There's certain sacrifices that you got to make. And a lot of people are not going to understand it. They're just going to try to minimize you. They're going to trying to they undermine your goals. Like it's like, oh, you don't have to do it. It's okay. You look just you look good just the way you are. And, deep down, that's a bunch of bullshit, man. Like, that you want to get to that next level. You're trying to grow. And that's when you really need to put yourself in the environment that cultivates that growth. And I think that moving out is probably one of the best things to do. I was around 23 when I moved out. And I think that was one of the best things that I ever did, because I really discovered who I was. I went into manhood when I moved out. I started talking to more girls. I was bringing over girls. I got into my first serious long-term relationship. I was doing a lot of things that promoted my growth. It promoted me becoming a man. And I think the only way that I was able to do that was when I moved out. So try to not be this scrub, bro. Like I said, I used to be this scrub, but if you keep negativity in your life, whether it's friends, family, you're always going to feel limited. You're going to feel like you can't ever reach your max potential, because subconsciously, a lot of friends, they try to bring you down too. Like if they believe that they can't accomplish something, they'll minimize your goals as well. Like they'll try to kind of throw you like in directs where they're like, oh, you really think you can do that? Like when I started, I remember back in the day when I was in college, I used to think to myself, like, one day I'm gonna be traveling, bro. I'm gonna be around the world. I'm gonna go to South America. I'm gonna go to Asia. I'm gonna go to Europe. I'm gonna be doing a lot of cool shit. And I remember I would tell some friends that I would have like my own online business, that I'll be traveling, I'll be making money, enjoying life. And a lot of my friends were like, you really think you could do that? Like, they didn't really see the perspective that I had at that point. And I would think to myself, it's like, yeah, motherfucker, I know I could do it. It's just a matter of putting in the work and, really applying myself. So a lot of friends will try to suppress you subconsciously. They might not think that they're doing it, but they can, you might be in an environment where they want to keep you at that level. They don't want you to go higher than them, because it's only going to make them feel worse. It's going to make them feel bad that they're staying in the same level and you're growing. So that is why negativity is so detrimental, because it's going to keep you a scrub if you don't cultivate a positive environment. So I don't blame anyone that's in that position. So and you really just need to start cultivating a stronger environment for you, a positive environment around good people, around good friends that support your goals and your ambitions. So there's a great video here by my boy Joe Rogan, where he really drills down on why it's important to have a positive.
I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's similar, but everybody's different. And your attitude has a giant effect, not just on your life, but on other people's lives around you. That's the other thing about it. Those I can't catch a break guys.
Yeah.
Get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't buy it. Because everybody has bad breaks.
Yeah.
I've had a shit ton of bad breaks. But you know what I did? I stayed up.
Yeah.
And I thought through it. And I figured out what the fuck I did wrong. And then I went back. It's like,
bro, like this is so true. I have a lot of very close family members that have this mentality. They're those I can't catch a break guys, man. And it pisses me off because it's like a victim mentality, man. Like you put all your power on external things that you can't control. If something happens, you start to blame the world. And at a certain point, man, you have to grow up. You have to grow up and really take ownership about your life. It can't be that it's everyone else's fault, but you don't take any accountability. It's never your fault. It's always everyone else's fault. And it's crazy because I've had a lot of close cousins. Even one of my brothers, my oldest brother, is like this. Like he blames the entire world for his problems. And bro, like this is full transparency. I'm being real with you guys. The reason why I am truthful with you guys is because I love everyone that watches my content. I love everyone that stays and supports me, supports my channel, supports the message. And I think that the best way that I can bring you value is to be truthful always, even if it hurts me, because like I said, like I have really close family members that fall into this category, and I've seen it firsthand that that type of mentality is not serving anyone. They're going to stay stuck. This is the level that they're going to stay in. And if you really want to keep advancing in life, you can't stay stuck at that level with them, even though it hurts, even their family, you know, their blood. It doesn't excuse the fact that they have this victim mentality, this negative mindset that's going to keep them stuck. And if you stay there with them, you're going to suffer the same fate.
It's like I've fucked up everything I've ever done 100 times. There's no other way to do it. And I've had a bunch of shitty breaks. Everybody has. But you got to realize when you have those shitty breaks what that is. It's an opportunity for you to reassess, reboot better, figure out another way, find another way through. This is just little challenges. And the people that look at those challenges go, why do I always have these challenges? They're cancer. Those people are dangerous to be around. They will rob you of your enthusiasm. They don't give you any fuel. They're the opposite of fuel.
Yeah.
Like the fuel people,
they're the
people that are kicking ass, the people that are out there just fucking hustling. Oh,
it's like what he said, man. They're the opposite of fuel. They're poison, bro. They're poison. They're a virus. They're going to keep you behind. And this video is darker, man. It's a dark video, but this is the power of the truth, man, is that it hurts. It's not always sunshine and rainbows, especially not in the realm of masculinity, of being a man. These are the uncomfortable truths sometimes we have to face. And the truth is that there are going to be people like this that are going to try to keep you down. Crabs in the bucket, they're just going to try to pull you down, man. So they are the opposite of fuel. Like my boy Joe Rogan here is illustrating.
Always getting things done. The guy, like my friend Jocko, every morning I'll check his Instagram page, 4:30, shows a picture of his watch. Get after it. He's out there working out 4:30 in the morning. He does it every fucking morning. Why? Because he doesn't want to. And that's how you do it. You go and get after it. You don't make any excuses. And those kind of guys are fuel. But those I can't catch a break guys, they're the opposite of fuel. They're just pissing.
So what he said there is powerful. Like there's people like in the negative spectrum over here, and then there's people on the opposite of it, which are actually fuel. That's the people that you want to surround yourself with, positive people that support you, man. They support your ambitions, your goals. They see that you're trying to elevate, and they really want you to win. They want to see you win, because the one thing you realize, man, is that to be truly successful, it's a win-win game. It's not a I win, you lose, or I lose, you win type of relationship. It's always best when it's a win-win. Everyone can win. There's enough out here for all of us. And you want to surround yourself around people that share that positive mindset, because they're going to keep uplifting you, supporting you, so you can also conquer your goals.
Pissing on your fire. They're no fun. And then the people that surround them are all idiots, because only idiots want to be around I can't catch a break guys.
Yeah.
Only the dummies stick around. After a while, even if they're your good friend, you got to be like, bro, you got to fucking stop. You got to stop with all this I can't catch a break bullshit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, fucking something. But this I can't catch a break shit is not helping anybody, and it pushes everybody away from you. But some people, they get caught in that pattern, and it might be their parents, it might be how they were raised. Somebody might have told them they were useless real early on. It's stuck, and they never feel like they get enough reassurance. They never feel like they get enough motivation, and they feel like other people get more. And they look at all these other people. How come he gets that? How come she gets this? How come he's got that going on? And that's bad for you too. That shit ain't no good for you.
It sucks, bro. It sucks.
I mean,
because it's true. Negativity is sticky, man. And like I said, bro, I had a lot of close cousins back in the day, especially in high school, that like these guys, all they wanted to do, bro, is smoke weed on the weekends. They wanted to drink. And I got to a point that I was like, why the fuck are we doing this? You know, like we're just wasting time doing this. And you're following along with it. I was the youngest one of all my cousins, and I was just kind of following along with it because they were my older cousins. But then I got to a point, started thinking for myself, and had a long conversation with my dad, man, rest in peace. And my dad was like, bro, like you need to start living like your life, stop following other people and take control and leadership about your life. Take accountability. And when we had that conversation, I was like, man, he's right, bro. Like I'm over here doing stupid shit. Like I need to change the way that I'm behaving, man. Like my actions aren't they're little kid actions, They're like I'm not growing up. I'm just doing useless things that are not helping my life and helping me advance. So that was the insidious thing about being in that negative environment, hanging out with negative friends and family, that they just keep you down. And subconscious, you don't even see it, man, but they're keeping you down. They're not keeping you from advancing. That shit is sticky, bro. Watch out for it. And there's one more video here that I like from Dana White. We gotta pull this one up from Uncle Dana.
I cut people out like cancer. If you are a negative sack of okay, you're gone. You're out of here. I don't deal with it. I cut people out like cancer. If you are a negative sack of okay, you're gone. You're out of here. I don't deal with it.
All right, man. And it's the truth, man. What Dana White is saying, it's the truth. It is cancer. That's all it is. It's cancer. It's keeping you behind. It's keeping you, it's not keeping you from advancing. So there's a couple of terms that we need to break down that will really help with understanding the power of cutting people off for your mental health, for your success, for your goals, for everything. The first one is negativity. So negativity is a tendency to be downbeat, disagreeable, and skeptical. It's a pessimistic attitude that always expects the worst. But I have so many family members that are like this, bro. Like I see fear in their eyes, man. I see fear when it comes to like chasing their dreams, chasing their goals. I've met a lot of people like this too, especially like traveling here in Latin America, bro. I think about, okay, like I want you guys to get in my perspective. I've been traveling the last 3 years. I've been everywhere in the United States. I've been to all the biggest cities. I've been to Chicago. I've been to New York City, Miami, Los Angeles, Houston. Also in Mexico, Mexico City, Monterrey, Guadalajara, Guanajuato, Cancun, Colombia, Medellin, Cartagena, Bogota, Ecuador, Quito. I've been like so many places, and I've met so many people from all ranges of life, from the very bottom, poor, barely have enough to get by, to the upper echelons, man. Like I met millionaires, my mentors, and you could see the difference in the mindset of people, bro. When I speak with my mentors, positivity. We're going to ambition. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna keep advancing. Optimism, like there's always like powerful energy that comes from this spectrum. And then from this side, man, you see fear, you see negativity, you see doubt, pessimism. And it's crazy, bro. That shit's sticky. Like I try, like when I talk to them, you also have to build like a force field, man, because when you're speaking with people like this, even though you're not trying to be an asshole, right? Like I'm polite with everyone, man. I'm polite with the janitor to the owner of the building. It doesn't matter who it is. I'm polite until someone does something otherwise, disrespects me, or does something that I have to change my behavior. But whoever it is, when I'm talking with someone, let's say like an Uber driver, right, or someone a janitor or something, I have to put a force field up because I cannot allow that negative energy to creep into my mind. And they start saying like, I can't figure out how to make this money for the end of the week to pay rent. It's like I understand where you're coming from because, I've seen that before in my life when I was younger, but that's not where I'm at right now. I'm empathetic. I understand it, but you also have to put a force field, bro, because you start allowing those thoughts to creep up into your mind. they will influence you. They will influence the way that you view the world. You're going to view it more pessimistically. You're going to view it more in a negative light, as opposed to when you're around confident, ambitious people, positive people with optimism. You're going to be inspired. You're going to be like, man, you're right, bro. Like, there's more things that I can accomplish. There's more coming. There's more positive things to aspire to accomplish. So it's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like, when you start to travel, you meet so many people, and you can really see how much energy is always transferred, and you cannot allow negative energy to transfer into your life. The next definition that we need to break down here is energy. So energy, power or ability to be active, strength of body or mind to do things or to do work. So a lot of energy influences your mindset. If you are in a negative, really low frequency environment, you will have negative energy in your mindset, and it's going to impact your ability to perform, to actually act. So if you feel negative, if you're depressed, let's say your girl broke up with you. I've been in that position as well. You break up with your girl, you feel like shit. You don't really feel like doing anything, man. You don't really feel like going to the gym. You don't feel like getting out of bed. Like, I've been in situations like that, being depressed. Also, like when my dad passed away, when you suffer through grief and you go through moments like that, that energy is very detrimental, and it affects your mindset, but then in turn it affects your body. So that is energy. And we always want to have positive energy. So when you start cutting off negative energy from life, you start to open up the space for positive energy. Then we have contagious. So contagious of an emotion, feeling, or attitude likely to spread and affect others. So energy is highly contagious, whether it's positive or negative. Emotions, feelings, or attitudes will spread. So if you're around positive people, positive men, ambitious go-getters, fucking killers, hustlers, you're going to be influenced by that energy. You're going to be affected by that energy. The next term we have is virus. A virus is an infectious agent that can only replicate within a host organism. Viruses can infect a variety of living organisms, including bacteria, plants, and animals. So viruses, I would say that this is more of the negative form of something that's contagious, right? If you get a virus, it's usually negative. It usually makes you feel like shit, right? Like if you get the flu, if you get a cold, it usually lowers your energy levels. So this is what you get from negative people. A lot of negative people are viruses in every aspect. They lower your energy. They make you doubt yourself. They don't allow you to keep growing. They're a fucking virus, and you need to cut them off. That leads us to the next term, which is cutting off, an act of ending one's relationship or friendship with someone without the will to interact, to have any communication in the future. So this is the thing, man. Like, once you identify that someone's negative, if you have a conversation with someone and you feel drained, you feel worse after you speak with that person, you need to cut them off. They're not helping your life. They're not helping you advance with your goals, with your future, and to be successful. So at that point, you need to cut them off like the fucking plague, bro. Stay away from them like the plague, because they're just gonna hold you back. They're gonna keep you back. And the thing is, like, this can apply to anyone, bro. Like, it can apply to certain close friends that you think they're your friends, but they might undermine your goals, or they might talk negatively about you, or they might say some shit. And then also with certain family members, you might also feel that when you're around certain family members, maybe an uncle, a cousin, that they're always doing the same shit. And just because they're your blood, you think that you need to be around them and support them. But in actuality, they're not even doing anything to elevate them themselves. They're always stuck. They always have something going on. Like my boy Joe Rogan was saying, they're like, I can't catch a break. Like, bro, at a certain point, bro, like, you need to analyze your behaviors. You need to analyze your actions. Are you doing the necessary actions to elevate your life, to actually improve your life? Are you learning a new skill? Are you hitting the gym? Are you disciplining yourself with not consuming alcohol, smoking all this weed, doing all this negative, detrimental things that are hurting your success? Are you doing these things, or are you just bullshitting everyone? Shit hits the fan, and then you want to start asking family members for help. You know, that's the thing, bro. Like, there's a lot of people that are like that. They take advantage because they're not putting in the work. They're allowing themselves to fall into this negative state of living. So, and it can also be girls, bro. Like, that's the thing. That's one thing that I've learned, realized about like dating and just being single, is that there's also negative girls. Like, not not every girl that you talk to is going to be positive, man. There's some girls that have their own shit going on. Like, girls are not all sunshine and rainbows. And this is not to offend any girl, right? But it's like, there's some girls out here, bro, that they have their own shit, man. Like, they've had trauma in their lives. They've had certain things going on with their parents, with their dad. Maybe their dad wasn't in the picture, and they come from broken households, and they have this negative warped mindset. Some of them even hate men because they never saw a masculine figure, a positive masculine figure in their lives. And when you start dealing with these girls, you can really tell in the first 10 minutes of talking to them, you really realize if they are worth, keep pursuing, talking to them. And man, there's a lot of guys that I know, bro, and it's true, man. Like, a lot of good friends of mine, they say that after 10 minutes of speaking with a girl, if she's going to be long term, like if she's going to be a good girl that you want to keep her for a long term, potentially long term relationship, or if she's going to be like a one night stand, hit it and quit it and walk off like Big Poppy, man. And I agree to some extent with these guys, because it's true. Like, there's some girls that are they're broken, bro. Like, they have a lot of negativity going on in their minds, a lot of trauma, and it's keeping them in that negative state of mind. And you have to be careful, even if you are talking to these girls. That's why I don't really like. I've gotten to a point now in my dating life that I don't really want to entertain girls that are negative, because they just got so much shit going on, bro. And like I said, like, that energy is contagious, it's sticky, and they're going to, through the process of osmosis, they're going to transfer it over to you because they got all this shit going on in their lives. So you also got to be careful, bro. Like, be careful getting into relationships with girls that are negative, that have like this warped mindset, because it can also affect you in a detrimental way. You want, I try to like surround myself more now with girls that are positive, that I know they're optimistic. They have like a good background, like good family. They come from a good family. They're always positive, man. I always see a better time. I always have a better time with these girls, better relationship. So be wary about that, bro. It doesn't have to just be family members and friends. It can also be the girls that you're talking to. And there's a great quote that I like here by my boy Joe Osteen. He's a lot of people give him flag, man, but I like him, man. He's from Houston. He's from Texas. And he says that you cannot expect to live a positive life if you hang with negative people. And it's true, man. Like, how are you going to live a positive life if you're around negativity all the time? It's like, if you're in a fucking war zone all the time, you can't expect to live a fulfilled life that is optimized, that makes you happy. And let me pull up this, my boy Gary V. He dropped this video today. I just saw this today, and I thought it was powerful. I want to show you guys.
Find what you're looking for. If you are looking for negativity and pain, you will find it. And if you are looking for joy and happiness, you will find it. Bro, I consume positive content all day while everyone's telling me the world's never been worse. The world's never been better. In life, you find what you're looking for. If you are looking for negativity and pain, you will find it. And if you are looking for joy and happiness, you will find it. Bro, I consume positive content all day while everyone's telling me the world's never been worse. The world's never been better.
So we are all bombarded nowadays by social media. You see content every day, and I think you have to be very mindful of the type of content that you consume. You have to consume positive content that is uplifting. Like he's saying right here, like, a lot of people are in this doomsday negative state of mind right now with the elections going on in the States. And meanwhile, bro, I'm over here in South America living life, going on dates every other weekend, really enjoying myself, getting lean, getting shredded, fucking making money, bro. Like it's just crazy, man. Like all this, you can see the perspective shift. Like I'm happy right now. A lot of people are in this negative state of mind. They're unhappy because it's a lot because of the content that they're allowing to enter into their mind. My mom, bro, like my mom watches the news a lot, man. And I think it's something that's apparent with a lot of the boomer generation, that they grew up watching the news. And when you watch the news all the time, a lot of times, bro, the news just has negative shit going on. Like before I came to Ecuador, I was watching the news just to kind of like get caught up to speed on what's going on here in Ecuador. And everyone was saying that there was narcos, that there was cartels going, that, like there was people being killed and kidnapped and other shit that you hear a lot from Mexico. And it is true. It is true, but this is happening a lot more on the coast of Ecuador. This is happening over there by Guayaquil and yeah, like the coastal cities, La Costa. But here in Quito, which is like the capital of Ecuador, bro, it's so peaceful, bro. Like this is probably one of the most peaceful cities that I've been. Granted, I'm like in Midtown Quito, so this is how can I compare? This is like the heights of Quito. This is like a nice area. So for me, you know, like, bro, this is one of my favorite cities, bro. Like I never thought that this was gonna be one of my favorite cities, but I love this city. The weather here is amazing. There's so much things to do. There's great gyms, great restaurants, great coffee shops, beautiful girls. And if I would have fell into the trap of the media trying to convince me otherwise, that this was a shithole to not come to Ecuador, I probably wouldn't have came here, bro. I probably would have skipped Ecuador and gone to Peru. I was thinking of going to Lima, Peru. And I was thinking about going to like Machu Picchu and checking all that out. But I was like, you know what? Like I'm in Colombia. Let's go check out Ecuador. It's right here, right next to me. Let's see what's going on. And I'm glad I did, bro. I'm glad I didn't fall into the trap of the negativity that is spread by the media. So just be careful of that, bro. Be careful of the content that you're consuming, because it does really affect your mindset. And like I said, with the boomer generation, my mom, bro, like I feel bad because like she's always watching the news, and it's like, bro, like Ma, I tell her, but I'm like, Ma, like, you know, if you keep watching this shit, you're going to feel negative. You're going to be feeling bad because you're going to be talking about a kid that got kidnapped or something, you know, really irrelevant, right? It's like you got to guard the gates of your mind. Really, just allow positive things to enter. All right. So in previous videos, we made this one a couple videos back. This is top goals and priorities. We talked about the most important resources that you have and the most important things in life that will make you happy, right? So the most important resources is your time, your energy, attention, and your money. So when it comes to negativity, do not let that negativity affect any of these resources. Do not let people take away from your time. Do not let them drain your energy, drain your attention, because it's going to affect your money, man. If you're in this negative state of mind, you're not going to be, you only have so much bandwidth throughout your day. And if you have this negative state of mind and you're wasting so much of that energy on being negative, it's going to affect how much money you can actually make, your productivity. So be careful of that, bro. Try to maximize these things here. Hit the gym, stay in shape, train, fitness, eat healthy, meditate, be in the present moment, focus on your career, profession, your money, elevating your cash, your career, your mission, investing into yourself, into your high level skills, relationships, into good friends, good positive friends, good family members that you like to be around, romantic relationship with the ladies, bro. Like talk to good girls, man. Try to bring in good girls into your life. Don't try to bring in these toxic, broken girls, because it's something about that. Something about that sex, bro, when it comes to toxic girls, is good, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Full transparency here, bro. Like some toxic girls can really, they know what they're doing, man. But I'm telling you, man, you gotta be careful with that, because they have a lot of shit going on and that energy is sticky, bro. So just be careful, bro. Like the sex is good, don't get me wrong, but you want to get good girls, man. You want to get high quality, good girls into your life as well. And this might be something that you need to try yourself, man. You need to, like, you know, talk to a couple and you'll see what I'm talking about. You see that what I'm saying is the truth, man. So yeah, these are the most important resources, and the enemies to watch out for, guys, is the media, the negative media in the States, everywhere, really. Like I see it everywhere that I go, in Ecuador and in Mexico, everywhere that I've been. There's always the negative media trying to put fear into people, man. They're trying to put doubt, trying to make people like stay in their lane, man. They don't want people to think outside the box. They don't want people to aspire to anything, really. Negative friends that always undermine your goals. They undermine your achievements. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to do better than they are doing. Negative environments where you feel stuck, that you don't feel like you can accomplish anything because of the people that are around you. Be wary of that. Negative family members. This was probably the most insidious ones, because they're your family members and you think that you owe them something because they're their blood, but at the end of the day, bro, you don't owe them shit, man. Like at the end of the day, you need to elevate your life and become the best version of yourself. And if they support you, that's great. You can support them. But if they don't see that same vision, bro, you need to move on, man, because you're gonna stay stuck there, and time is gonna fly, and then you're gonna be like, what the fuck happened? And it was because you were in that negative environment. Negative habits. Just be wary about your habits. What are you doing on a day-to-day basis? Make sure you're not consuming too many devices that are holding you back. Those negative internal beliefs that are often programmed. They're often programmed by your parents, the way that you grow up. If your parents are over here talking shit about you, like they say that you can't accomplish something, or they start to really like they try to brainwash you a little bit. You're gonna grow up with those beliefs, but once you start to analyze the world for yourself, you start growing up, you become a man. This usually happens when you move out. That's why it's important to move out of your parents' house. Don't stay with them forever, because if you stay with them, they're gonna keep you like in this little. They're gonna treat you like a kid all your life, bro. Like I've seen this with some of my cousins that like they treat them like kids, and these like one of my cousins like in his 30s, bro, and he still lives with his parents. I'm like, bro, like you need to move out like now, because you're never going to become a man. You're never going to think for yourself. You're always going to be that little boy in the eyes of your parents, and you're going to act according to the way that your parents perceive you. So move out, man. Don't stay with your parents all your life. You don't want to be that 30-year-old living with his parents, can't bring a girl over, enjoy time with her, bro. Like that's crazy, man. that's crazy, man. But yeah, don't be that scrub. So guys, by removing negativity, you free up mental and emotional energy to focus on your goals and growth. This clarity helps build confidence, it sharpens your focus, and allows you to surround yourself with positivity and productivity. As a result, you stay on track, make better decisions, and create an environment that fosters success and overall fulfillment in life. When we tie this back to confidence, the reason why this is very important is because it improves your focus and your productivity. You're not worried about all that negative shit in your life anymore. All these toxic girls, all these toxic friends, this toxic environment, all this toxicity that's in your life, you're not worried about it anymore. Now you can actually focus on your goals, man. You can focus on hitting the gym hard, being around other killers, other ambitious guys that are supporting your goals. You're in better environments and cool cities, man. You're traveling out here. And it just allows you to really double down on your goals. It eliminates those distractions that drain your time and your energy. You can really focus on your tasks and improving your productivity. And it helps you stay on track and make progress. It also increases your confidence in your self-worth. It empowers you to take control of your environment, because at the end of the day, man, you deserve better, bro. You deserve the best out of your life. And if people don't want to support you to get to that point, and they don't see the same vision that you do, bro, that's on them, man. You need to make the necessary changes, sacrifices to get to the point that you want for yourself in your life. You only have one life, and you're living it according to other people. You're never going to be happy. And finally, it just develops positive energy and emotional strength. You create emotional space for positive energy in relationships, because once you start cutting off all this bullshit, cut out of your life, you make space available. You make space available for good things in your life. You bring in positive things. You bring in positive people, positive friends, positive girls that are helping you, supporting you for your goals, man. And that's powerful, bro. When you start cultivating an environment like that, like all my boys, bro. Shout out to all my boys, Fausto, Fernando, Lewis, Ozzy, bro. Shout out to my boy Ozzy, Parth, all these cool guys, bro. Colson, shout out to you guys, man. Like, you know, it's these are the type of guys that you want to be around. My boy Mike Love. Who else we got? My boy Matt, all these guys, man. Everyone from the chat, from the Ice Cream Social. Shout out to you guys, especially Matt. They're meeting you guys. You guys are all badass. But you know, that positivity that comes from guys like this, man, it's unmatched. You really feel like you're part of something greater, and they just keep pushing you to keep striving forward and keep accomplishing more in life. So it's powerful, man. Once you have that, once you start cultivating an environment like that, it's powerful. So there you have it, gentlemen. This is the power of cutting negativity and how powerful it is for elevating confidence. If you made it this far into the video, guys, I really appreciate it. Make sure to give us a like. Also, smash that subscribe button. Our newsletter is live. You can sign up for it in the link in the description below. We'll be delivering different confidence insights. Probably going to be delivering every week. So make sure to sign up for that. I'll catch you all in the next video. Stay strong. Cut out negativity, toxic bullshit out of your life, and keep on conquering. You got this. Peace.